Hey everyone, we are back to this, finally. This is Idrin,
This is Roxy.
and we're going to see if they still remember how to do this.
Woo.
So it's been a while since we've been back to Nier, but I'm glad to finally get back to it. So,
Nier.
just to catch people
This
up,
must have been quite a city once upon a time.
I'll let Nines
Too bad
talk.
vegetation's claimed most of it now.
This one time he may speak.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
I
This
love
is
6
Tubi.
Oh,
Nothing to report.
yes.
Good to hear.
Yep.
Say, how's
Okay.
the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine.
Sorry,
Does
it
that
has been a
question
while.
have anything to do with
It
our
has.
operation?
Not really. I just figured it might
Start
feel
fishing.
nice to have some good weather.
Oh yeah, you can
Feeling
fish in this
nice
game.
has no bearing
Oh, that's
on
rad.
completing missions.
That is so like you 2B. Anyway, talk to you later.
So yeah, we got some tasks from the leader of the resistance settlement we found to help out some of the folks in town, so we're going to jump into those.
Okie dokie.
Yep. So, we're just gonna, for now, do some looking around, just exploring the city before we actually jump straight to the quests.
Yeah. Like you do in every, sort of open box kind of game.
Oh, of course.
Is it open box, sandbox? I don't remember.
Sandbox. Sandbox open world.
Yeah, I just combined both of them.
It's a sand world. Oh, and there's also quite a few hidden chests and whatnot that I'll be getting as well. Like this one, behind the waterfall, of course.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that's a common trope now, that's just, if you see a waterfall, just check it for something.
Yep. Yep. There's no reason to have a waterfall if you don't have something behind it, and anyone who doesn't put something behind it is a bad game designer.
Oh, these little guys.
Yep, little cute little machines that are technically our enemies. But these guys don't want to kill us, so we're gonna let them be. And just seeing the ruins here, the environment of the whole thing, I just love the design.
Yeah. Also, I just realized, she's running in heels
Oh, yeah,
in
but-
grass,
But she's an android, so she has perfect balance.
and not totally not sinking into the ground or anything.
Yep.
It really is discombobulating, I guess, or whatever. Because if you lean your weight forward, you're fine. But the second you lean back a little too far, your heels immediately sink into the ground, and you just staked yourself into the ground.
Yep, yep. But 2B's better than that.
Yeah, she's cool.
I honestly love the aesthetic of the androids.
I have a friend actually who cosplayed 2B, and she
Oh,
looked
nice.
rad. Yeah.
Yes. It's a great outfit.
It
ju-
really is.
They just recently added it as equipment you can actually get in Final Fantasy XIV, and I am going to pick that up eventually.
Nice.
I'll send you a screenshot once I do.
Nice, because I will definitely never play Final Fantasy XIV.
Yep.
Which isn't to say I'm against it, it's just...
It's just not your kind of game.
Well, it's one of those things where I know each Final Fantasy game is mostly, self-contained,
But you want to do it from the start?
Yeah? Yeah, and I think that's near impossible.
No, it's possible, you just shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. There's hey, just because there's a 13 and a 12 and a 5 and a 4 and a 3, whatever, before this, doesn't mean you need to play them.
Yeah. I mean, I never showed you Persona 1 or 2. We just jumped right into 3, and you seemed okay with that.
Yes, I loved 3. But I do actually want to at least watch a Let's Play of, the first and second one, because
yeah.
they're so different. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, the Final Fantasies, one, I still like. It's a very different game. It's much more gamey and less story.
Why is 9S just Sorry, he's going up the stairs and he's just jump, roll, jump, roll. I'm like, it's stairs!
He's a very excitable boy.
He really is. What a young kid. Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, 1 I think still holds up, but 2, I tried getting into it. It was just too... It wasn't... I hear the story's good, but the mechanics I just couldn't get behind.
Yeah.
But pretty much everything from 3 on up to at least 13, doing a little hop there to sneak around here. But yeah,
Nice move.
everything from 3 to 10 and 12, those are all fairly good. they're all
yeah,
worth the play.
like I've heard of like 7, 10, 10-2 or X2, whatever.
You would love X2. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's
Is that the one
basically
with Yuna.
yeah, it's
whatever?
Yuna, Riku, and Pain, and they're basically a Final Fantasy
Pain
magical
with the
girl
belts.
game.
Yeah. Because listen, back in the day, I used to be subscribed to Game Informer magazine,
So
and
you know
there was
what's
a lot.
up.
I know it's. There was a lot of fan art that was submitted around that time of like Pain with all the belts, I think, and just a lot of cool shit. And then I think there's also is Titus also in X2?
He was in 10. The goal
he was in 10.
He kind of, I won't spoil things too much, but he kind of left after the end of 10, and a big part of Yuna's motivation in 10-2 is trying to find him.
Yeah. And then, God, is it 10 that starts with the weird beach ball game thing?
That's 10.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said banana ball, that's not what it is.
Blitzball.
Blitzball, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I know of that one. And then I think 11 is with lightning.
That's 13. 13 is with lightning. 11 was the first MMO that they did.
Oh, right. Oh, that was so cool. She got help floating down. She's fucking Mary Poppins.
Yeah. The pod's nice that way.
Yeah, that is quite. Whoa, that's quite.
And we're just messing with the moose now.
Cool. She ran real fast for that little bit of time, and now again. Rad.
She does stumble sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
I said she does stumble sometimes.
Oh, of course. I remember 13 really well because it was big on Tumblr with the RPG community.
Yeah.
Like, huge, like, there was a whole, like, RP, like, like a network of people, and, one of my best friends, she was really big in it as well. Like, she was...
Oh, cool.
I think she was one of the bartender who was in, she's a woman, but I don't remember her name. Starts with a B?
If you mean character names, I would have no idea. Because
It is a character name. Yeah, sorry. And then because her husband, then boyfriend, was also really into it, he played another, like he RP'd another character. This makes no sense to you, and I'm sure whoever's listening to this Let's Play is like, what the fuck are you talking about Tumblr for? But that's what I know of it. It was just really cool. That's all I know, is that it looked cool.
Oh, it looks really cool. I've heard that it's not that great a game, but I still wanted at some point to look up a Let's Play of it that, like, treats it normally. There's a lot of ones out there that are, like, MST3K'ing it, making fun of it, that sort of stuff, but I'm really hoping to find one that just, like, treats it straightforward so I can get a good experience of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And this game... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because there's some games that I would like to play, but I don't think I'd be very good at, and I think I'd be frustrated with. So at least if I watch a Let's Play of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what's going on.
Yeah. Or to show off a good story, like we're doing here.
Yeah. You're just doing all the hard work for me.
Exactly. But yeah, I feel like this LP is going to be a little bit more podcasty than some of ours, just because there's a lot of very atmospheric moments that there's not really a lot to comment on, but it's worth seeing. Although there's definitely going to be parts that get cut out as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Final Fantasy-wise, I should probably show you some of those sometime. There's some very good ones in there, especially 6. That one I need to show you at some point.
Yeah.
Got so many games to stream.
I was just going to say, the only thing I know that is kind of not as long as Final Fantasy, but sort of like around the same, at least initial vein, was Phantasy Star series.
Oh, yeah. I've played Phantasy Star 4. That's the only one in that series I played, but I really loved that. There weren't a lot of RPGs on Genesis, but that's still a classic today. I think one of the Phantasy Star Onlines is even still running. One of the MMOs.
It is! Sorry.
Did you play it?
Oh, yeah, I fucking played it.
Oh.
I played it on the Sega Dreamcast, which was Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2. And then I also played it on the GameCube when it was ported over.
I I didn't know it
missed
was on the GameCube.
Yes, I missed the shit out of that game. It was amazing. I cried multiple times during each, because episode 1 is its own game and episode 2 is its own game.
Yeah.
I never played Card Revolution, which is technically the third, but it's just because, like, at the time I just didn't understand what the fuck card games were in terms of, like, video games, so I was like, I'm not playing this shit. But the... and then, you know, Persona, so I obviously would eat crow at some point. But Phantasy Star was really cool, and then years later, when I finally, like, you know, Wikipedia came out, whatever, and there was an article on Phantasy Star, I started reading more about it, and I think at some point it mentions how in one of the early Phantasy Star, because there's Phantasy Star, and then it evolved into Phantasy Star Online, which was the MMO bit. At some point it mentions how, I think at the end of one of, I think it's either 3 or 4, or at the beginning of, it mentions how, God, something about a ship with just drifting endlessly in space, and
I think I remember that in Phantasy Star 4. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but that ideal, like, stayed with me for a long time, just a ship waiting. And there's supposed to be a bigger thing about it, which I vaguely remember the details of, and I'm not going to stumble across it. I'm not going to stumble through it now for this LP. But I really do like that about Phantasy Star, and especially Phantasy Star Online, which is what episodes 1 and 2 did, because they did the whole, like, here's an Ark ship filled with people and, you know, the last of humanity or whatever, because their planet, Coral, was... They used all of the resources, the planet was dying, so they're like, shit, we gotta go. And they went off seeking another home, and that resonated deeply with me when I was younger. And I think even now...
I can understand why, yeah.
Yeah, and especially, it's just interesting how we've just seen examples of that every, like, in sci-fi, for example, just so much in the early days.
It's
like,
a very common theme, the whole generation ship idea of going to other stars and the whole thing
generation ship, that's
taking centuries.
Yeah, just drifting along and just hoping to find something. I really like that because it's kind of sad, like, it's kind of melancholic, but also like hopeful in a way. Yeah. So.
Of course, you also always get the variant of that where the people in the ship forget they're in a ship, which is, it loses the hope a little bit, but it's an interesting take, especially with them having to face learning the new reality of their existence and all the stuff that they just never even considered. Yeah. Yeah, do you mean like when they've accepted the ship as their... when they don't even realize they're in a ship. When they don't know that they've got a destination, that they're on the way to somewhere because it's been so many centuries. Yeah, like the purpose, the prime directive has been lost. Yeah, I think that's really interesting because it's kind of like a corruption of not humanity, but a corruption of it's a corruption of the original motive. So they're just like, this is home. Yep. Why would we leave the ship, kind of thing. And then the ship does arrive, or someone meets the ship or whatever, and they're especially if it's guided to just automatically get to its destination, and then they're like, what the fuck? Yep. So I think I show off some acrobatics here. So let's see if this is the right thing. Holy shit, it ran. Ah! God, I would not be able to play this game well because I would yell. I'm bad at heights. It took me a lot of practice. I've played this game quite a lot before this Let's Play. Bird's eye view. Yep. Obviously not implying anything is ever going to happen there. Yeah. Also, what's an impact bracer? That is a usable item that I believe increases your defense for a period of time. Huh. There's a lot of status type items in this game. I don't tend to use them as much as I probably should, but they're handy to have. Things that boost your attack, boost your defense, boost your resistance to things, things like that. Yeah, like upgrades. Yeah, kind of. Accessories. So, yeah, exactly. Only ones that wear off over time. Okay. Yep. And sometimes I struggle. Okay, so this is an especially tricky jump here. Getting up to the highest height I can here, but if you look, there's a treasure chest over on that roof. So I'm going to have to work a little bit to get at this one. I don't remember how many tries it took me. Let's see if I did get it on the first try or not. That wasn't it, though. Well, I need to line myself up properly.
Uh-huh.
There you go. There.
Whoa, nice.
And I didn't even need to use the your stuff after all. So.
You just swung your sword around, you asshole.
So yeah, there's a lot of chest collection here before we get to the quests. So at some point I might jump ahead to the viewers.
Off after the quest?
Nope. I just like doing it all as early as possible. Plus it gives us more chance to talk.
Okay. Well, I'm not, saying no to that.
Yeah. As I'm sure people might have noticed by now. We both like to talk a lot about things that we love.
Well, of course. Otherwise, what's the point of watching these videos, eh?
Exactly.
People stay for the character, and that's us.
This
We're
is
the
the place
characters.
that weapons trader was talking about.
Oh, I think I'm about to do an actual
I'm
quest.
picking up hostile machine life forms.
Who's a friend with an axe.
Woo. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, this is a game where there's a lot of moving around even in combat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's not just that you just... you're not a tank, you're not gonna just brute force it and take all the damage, you have to maneuver around them too.
Yep. Later in the game you can get to that point, but it's not a playstyle that I really like. It's a lot more fun to avoid damage than to take it.
Yeah, because also, I feel like that's... with a character that's as flexible as 2B is, if you're able to be that movable, then use that in her fighting style.
Exactly. So yeah, there's a lot of dodging involved in this, a lot of just staying away from the enemies. I've heard some people say it's vaguely Souls-like. I don't know if that's true. I have heard that comparison a lot, but you hear that comparison for literally everything, so who knows.
Let's get these back to the
I've
trader.
honestly never played any Dark Souls game.
Me either. Not a game style that I think really clicks with me, so I just haven't even bothered giving it a try.
I think I got so intimidated by people after the first one, just being like, "Oh, it's so hard, and you die all the time, and you gotta get good, or if you don't play this game, you suck." And I'm like, "Well, I guess I suck then."
Yep, exactly. That's exactly why I haven't.
It just turned me off from the whole series.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but gamers suck as in general, the gaming community just, if you can avoid it, do it.
Gamers do suck.
Yeah. I'm a gamer, I can say this.
Oh, me too.
You're the one playing the game, of course! Christ.
Well, I mean, we've both done Let's Plays, plenty of them by this point. When are we seeing more Oxenfree, by the way?
I was just gonna say, I think people remember more Pineview Drive at this point. We played enough games, I think people only know me for Painview Drive? Yeah, Painview
It's an
Drive.
accurate name.
Yeah.
Just kind of avoiding all these little friendly machines so I can grab all their stuff.
Large G-Luck.
Yep, that's another consumable item. I believe that one increases the amount of money that enemies drop for a short time. I forgot what we were talking about.
Gamers.
That's right.
We avoided Dark
Pineview
Souls.
Drive.
And also Painview Drive, yeah.
Yep.
I do want to continue Oxenfree, and I have, I have the videos, mostly edited. I just have to rasterize it. Is that the word I'm thinking of?
Render?
Render. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Fucking rasterize. That's like
Close
a Photoshop term. Yeah. I don't know why I thought of that. Yeah, I just have to render them and we'll be fine. That's actually, so I started a bullet journal, which is basically just a blank planner that you fill with stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like a journal that you create yourself.
Yeah. So I added that one of my goals this year is to put out a YouTube video once a month at least.
Oh, cool.
So I don't hate myself.
Is that counting Raptor Squad stuff or just your own?
My own.
Okay, cool. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. I'm sure lots of other people are too.
Yeah,
Still
exactly.
got Oxenfree out there, still finished Layers of Fear, and
I-
who knows, maybe
I
a new game.
Oh god, I still haven't fucking... The videos are done, I just haven't uploaded the last Layers of Fear.
I
Christ.
love the view from up here, by the way.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, you get a really good picture of this abandoned city.
Okay, but also, do you see how far apart her legs are? That would hurt. That actually would hurt to, like, maintain that wide of a stance the whole time. I don't even care, even if she's long-leggy, that actually hurts. Because she's, like, the angle of her knees, like, she's bracing herself. And I'm like, yo, that hurts. What the fuck? Who designed this? Yoko Taro.
Probably some horny people. Definitely Yoko
Yoko
Taro.
Taro.
He's unabashed about it, though, so...
Yeah, he was like, I made her walk this way because I like her butt.
Yeah, exactly. And I prefer that kind of attitude more than the Kojima, oh no, there's all kinds of deep meaning behind it thing.
Yeah, whereas, like, isn't the character's name Pain, like she's in, like, a skimpy bikini or whatever, and we're like, yeah, just admit that...
Quiet, I think you're talking about?
Quiet, yes, thank
Yeah.
you. It's like, just admit you wanted to see her like that and go.
Oh, you're gonna be ashamed of your words and deeds, Roxy.
Why?
That's what Kojima said for people that were criticizing it. He said, there's a very important reason why she's dressed like this, and you will all be ashamed of your words and deeds when you learn why.
And were they?
The reason was because she has to absorb water through her skin to survive.
That is such a bullshit thing! Are you kidding me? Then why is she in a bikini? Just put her in nipple pasties! Like, what? No! Just fucking strap a camelback to her fucking backpack! Oh my god! Kojima, I swear to God!
And plus there's the fact that he
God.
came up with that reason. He wrote the character, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that's bullshit! God, but I shouldn't be surprised by the man who, like, absolutely adores Norman Reedus, and, like, I'm pretty sure he even, like, from what I know of, the little bit that I know of Death Stranding, because I'm still trying not to spoil myself, because eventually I will play it when it comes out on Steam.
Me too.
But that, like, apparently, if you stare enough at Norman Reedus, like,
Then he
the
punches
character...
the camera?
Yeah, he punches the camera,
Yeah.
because you're like, you stared at his dick too much, and I'm like, Kojima, did you stare at his dick
Meanwhile,
too much?
in Metal Gear games, there were actually Easter eggs and whatnot you could unlock by doing that for women.
Oh my god, Kojima!
Yeah.
Problematic fave. Problematic
Exactly.
fave.
Same. I love the Metal Gear games, and there's just so much about them that I just sigh about, but I love them.
I have never Metal Geared.
They're very good stories. I love them. It's
I've heard...
it's the closest anything that I've seen has come to actually making an anti-war game around a war. Because it's so hard to make war look bad when you're doing something about war, just because it's so
because it just makes it look
spectacle.
gratifying. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, this is amazing, and you're like, not in a good way amazing, but it's really hard. Like, the only thing I know about Metal Gear Solid is Snake, and boxes, and that bit about Quiet. But then also, so in Leeds, there's, in Leeds, there's a mural with a Metal Gear Solid character that came out, I think, around Metal Gear 4 or 5 that Konami got commissioned.
Oh, that's cool.
A giant mural of one of the characters. I don't remember who it is. I might be able to just look it up. Metal. Sorry, I'm looking it up literally right now.
Well, obviously, all this enthralling collect-a-thon stuff is keeping your attention. I'm sorry that I'd pull you away from that.
Yeah. Don't hate me. It was for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance mural. It's of Raiden.
Raiden, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of 3 murals in major UK cities, including Liverpool and London. So I don't know why they picked Leeds, but they picked Leeds.
That is neat, though. I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You'll have to show me that when I'm up there this summer.
Yes! That is the summer! Sorry. Good. People probably were like, what? Like, yes. That is the summer. Finally, the convergence will happen this summer.
Who knows? We might even record something there.
Sorry. You're gonna have to edit out that tiny little scream.
Nope, I'm gonna make it louder.
Add reverb into it.
I'm just gonna choir it.
Oh god.
Make it like 20 of you all in harmony.
Yes. Do a 20-layer track of voices. I'll guide you. I'll guide you through the pitches you need to use. So it's an actual chord.
You'll have to do that for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yep. And we're finally getting to the second quest here. Actual progress.
That's a moose.
Yep.
It's nice to know mooses have survived.
Yep. Mooses and boars. And that's pretty much it. Birds, I guess.
I mean, of all the mammals, I wouldn't be surprised that it is boars.
That's
Yeah.
everything the supply trader asked for.
I'm probably going to be putting timestamps in this video instead of editing it, by the way.
But,
Yeah, that's fine.
The Resistance is a valuable ally to your hub. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no.
If by the
I don't
timestamp, do
think
you
they're
mean the thing in the
paying.
corner?
yeah.
Oh, that's not going to be in the final, so don't
Okay.
tell anyone about that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure to mention it or not, but I was like, you know, it's probably not going to be in the final.
Yeah. I love 2B and Ninus's exchanges, by the way.
Yeah.
We talked about that a little bit, but just kind of the dynamic between them.
Yeah. Also, she runs so fast.
Yeah. It's that android balance.
Her heels are actually necessary for balance.
Didn't you mention in one of the earlier episodes you were thinking about cosplaying as her at some point too?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or at least making her dress and just wearing it for myself, man, because
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
Close enough. It really is.
You know it. The hard question.
It's a very thoughtful game overall, a lot of consideration to stuff like that. But really, they don't have much choice right now. They have to keep themselves alive. So what can they do?
Yeah.
But it's something that comes up again and again. So this is where we learn about weapon upgrades. So each of the weapons you get can be upgraded up to 4 times. Although most of the upgrade shops you can only do up to 3. You need to find a special place to do the 4th one. And as you upgrade it, it gets stronger, of course. It gets new abilities, like we can see there, upgrading that one, increase the attack speed. And also you get more of the weapon story behind them.
Also, I was just gonna say the UI, I guess, for this seems really simple.
Yep, it's very straightforward. It's very, it's not very in your face. It's very just flat, very simplistic, minimalistic is what I
Yeah,
said before.
minimalistic, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, if you'll remember, he was saying before that his leg wasn't working properly. That was part of why we had to do it for him.
Yeah, no.
Phoebe is so blunt. I love her.
Oh, he won't feel like... Yeah.
Yeah.
Ninus, this is not the time. This is not the
He's
time!
bored.
Christ.
He's adorable and I love him.
This poor
Well,
guy's
since we
telling us
finished-
his life story and like
It's boring.
that.
Now we're ready for the next area of the game. Need to explore the desert.
Sorry.
And I think... No, that's okay. And I think it's really the desert scene where you really start to capture what the game is. I mean, obviously there's a lot of thoughtful...
A sandbox, Adrian?
Exactly. But yeah, there's a lot of thoughtful pieces so far, a lot of quiet moments, a lot of action. But I think the themes of the game really start to get highlighted when we go through the desert area. That's when we really start to get a good grasp of what Nier Automata is as a game. Just checking my mail, see if there's anything new, but nope.
No fan mail, no nothing.
Nope. Fortunately, no. Not yet. One day, I'm sure we'll get buckets of it.
Pod 042 to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location specified by Resistance Leader.
Understood, 042. Placing marker on target. The desert heat is going to make resupply efforts difficult, 2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
Warning you, there's not going to be shops there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm an android? No.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Well, let's go back and do that.
Aw, you tried so hard.
Oh.
Huh.
This is something to keep in mind for the future. If we go back to the factory where we blew up, then we can pick up our equipment that we left behind there.
Is there anything good there?
It's everything that we had while we were in the factory. So all the items we were collecting,
right.
The weapon we had there, all that stuff. Yeah, if you'll remember, it's one of the mechanics in this game is if you die, you just respawn like in game. You can upload into a new body in a save point, and then you can go back to where you died and retrieve all of your stuff. So this is just another version of that, and that's where that happened there. So I believe that I'm going to go that way. Yep, before we head off to the desert. We're going to take a trip back to the factory and recover our stuff. So here we are back at the factory.
Magic.
Exactly. Editing magic. It might look a little bit familiar for some of you all. It probably won't for Roxy, since they haven't seen this in
fuck
months.
up! Oh my god! Wow! I didn't think I'd get dragged in this. Wow! Wow! 2020. Adrian, like, not pulling those punches. Alright, yeah, it's not familiar. Not at all. Well, it is like the teeniest bit familiar, but I.
This is where we fought the big,
the big boy,
guy.
the big machine.
Yeah.
See, I remember. Fuck you, I remember that part.
And then the three popped up out of the ocean, and we blew ourselves up.
It was awesome.
And I'm just doing a slow walk there.
It was very dramatic.
Yeah.
There's my body. Goodbye, body. Whew.
Here's all of our stuff.
Nice. Small. Ooh, lots of recovery.
Yep.
Natural rubber. What do you do with the broken keys?
Early in the morning.
Huh?
You don't know that? You don't know that song, do you?
No.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
Anyway, those are all crafting materials. You can use them to make weapons.
See, now I'm just imagining like brass knuckles, but it's like broken keys between each finger.
Now you do get punch weapons, so some of them might be that. And there we saw the first step of the story for that one. And don't think I showed off the story for this guy yet. So we're going to look at that. Now it's been upgraded once. Every weapon has one of these sets of 4 things. Some of them are people's memories, some of them are just tales, and they're all fun to read.
Yeah, that seems cool.
Yeah, fun in the sense of occasionally being very sad.
Sad, yeah.
This is not a happy game. I also picked up a new upgrade chip here. It's the auto item use chip that I had back in the start of the game. So now, if my health goes low, I'll automatically use an item.
Oh, sick. Is it me or is your Oh, right, the sword is bigger!
Yep. Now I've got both of them.
2 swords. 2
So
sword, 2
now,
beat.
exactly. To be too serious. And now off to the desert. So we'll see you all shortly.
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living. And here we are at the entrance to the desert.
It's a
You
shop.
from your hut,
They lied to
right?
us. There is one
I've heard
shop.
about you guys.
Yep, and it's
Got a
Matthew
squad
Mercer.
mate waiting in a rocky stretch up ahead. Head on over. Just remember that there's nowhere to resupply out there. If you need anything,
Oh, okay,
best to
okay.
take care of it here while you can. What can I help you with?
This NPC is completely irrelevant to the game, has no importance whatsoever. I think they just got Matthew Mercer to do a voice so that they could have Matthew Mercer do a voice.
Nice.
Because, I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah. Take your
So-
shot.
Exactly. So pretty much the same stuff as the shop back in the town, so we don't really need to get anything there.
Did you just stumble?
Yep. Yep. If you run for too long on the sand, then you trip.
Poor 9S. He's gonna eat shit back there someday.
So what are you saying about walking on heels and grass? I'm assuming that's even worse for sand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids.
Get my girl some
fighting
flat
on the
boots.
surface. Currently,
Huh.
our struggle against the machine life forms is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must
What
forge
is this
on.
thing?
It's my
Remember
favorite
that several
machine.
100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory to mankind.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
Whoa.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
But yeah, I love those stack boys. They
That's
can do
wrong.
absolutely nothing to you. All they can do is just stand there and watch
You
you.
just watch. Yeah, rotate.
Yeah.
They're like those menacing cacti in Super Mario World where they just slowly walk towards you, but they can't do anything
Yep.
else.
Yep. Only these guys don't even hurt you if you touch them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, like, you could just avoid them. You could just jump over
Yeah.
them and you're like, goodbye. Or, you know, if you had Yoshi, just eat them.
Yep.
I wonder if
And
she could use her sword as a walking stick. Oh god, what are you gonna do here, Idren?
It's gonna be fine.
I can see you're, like, panning around trying to get a better view.
Yep. I'm exploring, because there's even more stuff to collect that isn't useful, but adds to the total count.
A little bit of my concern with the whole humanity wants to come back from the moon. What is there to come back to?
Yeah, that is true.
Because I'm
That's-
like, yeah, you can grow plants on Earth, and sun is good, but, like, and obviously you can breathe. But,
Yeah.
everything looks fucked.
Yeah. It feels like humanity is basically done on the Earth.
Yeah.
The goal of the androids, if they ever do beat machines, is to sort of get Earth in a state where it's ready for humanity, but, I mean, really, at this point, it is the planet of the androids and the machines. It's human culture, human society on Earth, it's just over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and-
I don't feel like there's anything you can come back to.
Yeah.
Like, you can try to God, I was gonna say recolonize. You could try to establish settlements again, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to live in those cities anymore.
Yeah,
like,
you
there's
would
too
just
much
have to
decay.
rebuild everything.
Yeah, there's too much destruction that happened.
Yeah. Have you checked out Dr. Stone, by the way?
No?
It's a very good anime. It just came out this year, I think. Yeah, it was definitely this year that it premiered, because the first season just recently ended. It's a lot in that same vein, and I think you'd love it.
Ooh, okay.
Basic idea is everyone on Earth got petrified, and 4,000 years later, or 3,000, something like that. A couple of them wake up and start to work and see if they can get everyone awake and rebuild civilization.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'd definitely be... That's another one of my things for this year, like, because I used to watch so much fucking anime and read so much manga. Then I'm like, you know what? I've been away too long. Let me get back into it.
Yeah, I've thought about doing the bullet journal thing, too. It seems, if nothing else, like something fun to do.
Yeah. And, like, yes, I wanted to make it pretty and stuff, so it took me, like, a day or so.
You need to send me some pictures, and I want to see it.
I made a really stupid... Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
So, I tried to draw a cute cat.
Uh-huh.
A cute big cat.
Yep.
And instead it just looks like a fucking bat cat.
That still sounds like it might be cute.
Thinks it's adorable. Ambi thinks it's adorable. Damn it.
I'll either cut that or leave it, don't worry.
Thank you. Ambi thinks it's adorable, but I think it's stupid looking. So I'll show you pictures. It's really dumb. But yeah, I enjoyed, and I enjoyed doing it, and I got to use markers and my ruler, so that's fun.
Yep.
And also you can get washi tape. Washi tape's cute. So washi tape is a type of tape that instead of just being like sticky like cello tape or whatever, it's pretty designs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and some of them are like the kind that you can like if you stick it down and you're slightly off your mark or whatever, you could just peel it back off and it doesn't ruin the paper or anything.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So it's really nice. So I bought a lot of like really cute tapes, and then I bought more tapes today. So I'll show you with pictures so you get an idea of like, oh, okay. So instead of you feeling like, oh wow, my page looks kind of empty, just fucking put some tape down on there, and you're like, boom, beautiful.
So should I or should I not tweet the pictures you send me?
You should. Yes. It can be. At least the fucking cat one.
Oh, there's got a mysterious door here.
Big door with a button. Or a light, I think.
Yeah, but we can't get in.
Oh, sad.
Can't even shoot our way in. Bah. It's cheating.
Unfair.
Yep. Anyway, we might skip ahead of more of this collectathon then, since it's just me grabbing chests. So we'll see you all once stuff actually happens.
Nice.
Alright, so we did a lot of running through the desert. We ran into this wall here. And, oh, there's a person up here. And we get to meet one of my favorite characters in the game.
Our leader told me all about you. Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you. I hear you're planning to take out all the machines in the desert. Guess that means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So, Jackass, was it? What are you doing all the way out here?
I like how he stumbled.
Oh, that? Well... wouldn't want to have anyone getting tangled up in that, now would we? Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
I love her. Her personality is explosions.
Well done. That's a good one to have.
Who opens a sealed gate with explosives? There's gotta be an easier way, right?
So we've got some more machines to beat here, and once we get on the far end of this, we'll get into the bigger desert area. Once I get myself unlost. Those sandfall effects are really neat. Oh, and new machines.
It just keeps going.
It does. So you might have noticed that those guys had painted masks on and scarves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here's the desert proper.
Wow. Wow.
And next time, we will take that on. We'll explore the desert and look into this reading that the the back of the settlement they want us to investigate.
Nice.
I'm blanking on her name, which is a shame because I like her.
Hmm.
I'll look it up for next time. Anyway, it's good to get back to this.
Yay.
And we will see you all next time. Bye,
Soon.
everyone.
Bye.
All right, that was good. I'm going to go ahead and save the audio for this.